We are live. We are live. We are live. Don't mind me with my little whatever it's called. But anyways, so I just watched The Creator, and just to kind of give you guys a little bit more of the background of my top tier movies and something like that. My number one movie of all time was always Collateral with Tom Cruise and Jamie Foxx. One of the best movies I've seen, best cinematography, best like everything. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. The Creator has now dethroned Collateral. And I will just say this movie was it's a classic. It's going to be a classic pretty soon. But yes, bear with me. I have ADD. I'm going to be all over the place with this review and everything, but I can't help to be very passionate about this movie because, wow, it was, this is one of the best movies I've seen as of recent. One of the best theater experiences. One of the best, like, sound design movies. One of the it's this is a very top tier movie for me, and I see a lot of people on the internet. You know, some people feel different about this movie and everything. You know, everyone has their own personal taste and everything, which is fine and everything. You know, because I was scared in getting into this movie because a lot of my favorite reviewers were like, it has problems, it has, you know. So I was terrified to see this. I went to go see this movie. Went to a 6:10 showing. Best surround sound. I wanted to go see this movie and be immersed with this movie. And I can proudly say that this movie just knocked it out of the park. Gareth Edwards, man. Gareth Edwards, if you're watching this, man, because this movie blew me away, man, because I didn't even know where to start with this movie. But if you haven't done any research about this movie is directed by Gareth Edwards. Sound score is going to be by Hans Zimmer, and cinematographer Greg Fraser, and I'm put his name right there. But yes, you have like three of the most talented people, you know, behind the scenes of this movie, just like going ham into this. You know what I mean? So the movie stars John David Washington, Hema Chan, if I'm pronouncing that right, and this new actress and everything who played as the child Alfie. She is the heart and soul of this movie. Like I loved everything about this movie. The acting, the visual effects, this is like, here's the thing. I feel like movies now in these days is either a reboot, it's either a sequel, it's either a part of a universe like the Marvel Cinematic Universe and yada yada yada. But we don't get to have like a blockbuster film that it's its own thing, pretty much. You know, I know some other people might disagree with that take and everything, because hey, there's been some great, you know, like original pieces out there for movies and all that. But I feel like it's not a blockbuster movie though. It's not a blockbuster, you know, because you know back then blockbusters were totally like coming back and forth. You know what I mean? Like these were big budget movies, and you know this movie is like a $70 million budget type of movie. And what they did with that budget, even with all these other movies that just, you know, they have like they have pretty much of a $300 million budget, and the VFX look like a PlayStation game or something. I don't know. But this movie visually is so stunning. A lot of the shots and everything just making Thailand a futuristic, like, because we always seen futuristic New York, we've seen futuristic LA, we've seen, you know, the future of all these things, but it's like never in really much in Thailand, pretty much. But this was so gorgeous to see in theaters. Like I never been blown away by designs and like that, and just VFX, just painting on like what's already been shot and everything. And by the way this movie's shot and everything, it's shot with the Sony FX3. If I'm wrong, correction right there. It's shot with such low budget cameras that you can go and buy at Best Buy. And man, like this movie, the way it's filmed and everything, like I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go invest into a camera like that and go make my own movies like that. Because this movie is very inspirational for me as someone who's a filmmaker. If you haven't seen most of my works and everything, but yes, they'll be linked down below and everything. But this movie was very influential for me. And let's get to the story. So the story involves around Joshua, which is played by John David Washington, one of my favorite actors and everything. The movie involves around which he takes a mission and pretty much just, goes on this little adventure with this new AI child that has an extraordinary gift to control technology. And just to kind of get into minor spoilers and everything, if you want to go in this movie fresh mind, I don't blame you. But from this point right here, spoiler warnings, I recommend you see this like blind because it will completely blow you away. But the movie, after losing his wife and his unborn child and everything, he's a grieving man pretty much. He just does not give a shit about anything pretty much. He just kind of like, it's whatever, you know what I mean? Like I can't wait to die, you know what I mean? So one of the government officials goes up to him. He's like, hey, guess what? Your wife is alive and everything, and pretty much we need you to infiltrate nomads, bases and all that. So let's just, you know what I mean? Let's just get this shit over with. So he's just kind of like, all right, let's go do it. And like I said, goes on the adventure with Alfie. I won't give too much into the story and everything, a lot of the plot twists and everything, but I did not mind those plot twists and everything. I didn't see them coming. Most of the times I'm just like, yeah, that's, this is going to happen. This is, you know what I mean? It's one of those movies, this is like, again, original. I don't know what the hell is going to go, you know what I mean? It's not aiming to be a franchise. It's meant to just be one and done, one of those movies and everything. So the stakes were pretty high in this movie. And so that's why I feel like, the plot twist was just really well done, in my opinion and everything. Yeah, there's just like, there's so much to talk about this movie. There's just so much like compliments I can say, but the three main things I could just say is like great performances from all the actors and actresses, great VFX, great action scenes. And this is the first time for me that when an action scene is playing during this movie and everything, I felt terrified. I don't know if you guys felt that same way, just seeing all the gruesome, like this movie could have been rated R pretty much. And it's just like the way the vibe of this movie was, like just from the sound effects and just like how powerful the guns are, and especially the spaceship. I shit you not, man. Since Gareth Edwards directed Rogue One, I feel like he was trying to make the Death Star something like in The Creator. But yeah, this movie made it like terrifying. It was a terrifying weapon against, the AIs and the robots and all that. It was scary. And especially that sound design where it's aiming on target and everything, it was just like gut dropping. It was terrifying to hear and just to see what it does, like how much collateral damage it does towards all these bases and just like whatever. But yeah, sound effects wise was amazing. Little spoiler warning, just one more time. When they played Radiohead, everything, the song right here, I'm just gonna put it over here. When they played that during that scene, chills down my spine. I don't know if anyone got chills because hey, I love Radiohead and everything, but I never thought it would be in this movie, and I was just like, oh my god, like this is it. You know what I mean? Like I said, 20 minutes in, I was already sold into this movie. My movie experience was just phenomenal. I love this movie, and I'm proud to say, you know what? I really enjoyed this movie because there's been a drought of movies. for blockbusters and all that. I feel like a lot of the A24 movies, they're pretty good and everything. They're not my favorite. Future Boss here. Just want to correct my dumbass real quick. I actually really like A24 movies. Some of my favorite films are from A24 and all that. I don't know why I just said that. This is just a freestyle of the interview. But yes, A24, I'm not dissing them or nothing. But yeah, this movie's it. This movie's it and everything. Also, a little side note, real quick and everything, talking about the pacing of this movie. I feel like the pacing for this movie was really, really great. Because sometimes I catch myself just, all right, how long are we into this movie? Or sometimes I just know the time and I'm just like, oh, okay, this is one of those movies where it's just like, I did not care about the watch time and everything. A lot of people said that, oh, it could have been longer. There should be a director's cut. Not against the director's cut, by the way, because that would be pretty amazing to watch. But I feel like theatrical release was perfect enough. I got to cut this short, but let me know if you guys feel the same way about this movie. Let me know if you enjoyed it or not. But for me, I loved it and everything. And I'm giving this movie 10. It's a 10. It had to be that. It had to be a 10. But yes, if you guys enjoyed The Creator, please let me know. If you guys like this video, please leave a like. If you want to see more movie reviews, subscribe to my channel and everything. Let me know if you guys enjoy my ramblings and all that, because usually I do TikToks and all that, but I feel like this is worthy for a video. So let me know, guys. You guys have a good one.